Once again, I know I've been taking longer and longer and longer breaks since, just in general, but the problem is just I haven't really found time, or I don't know, time or the feeling or the whatever you'd call it, I don't know, the compulsion, I guess, to stream. I never really felt the like I wanted to. That's the simplest way of putting it. And as you can see, this is obviously a game I have not yet played at all, at least on this channel. But actually, I have been playing it quite a lot. It's called Exoprimal. My sister actually is the person who introduced me to this. She's a really big dinosaur person, and by that I mean she really likes dinosaurs, not that she is a dinosaur. But yeah, as you can see, I've really been into this game recently and everything, and you guys can probably tell why I might like this game.
The suit, she'll take care of you.
Yes, I get it, but like I was saying, I bet you guys can probably find out why I like this game. You know, you can see the reasoning. There's robots, that's about. I mean, they're not technically robots. Technically, they're people in robotic suits. But I don't care. That's also Titanfall, and I do not care. But yeah, this has just been recently my, I guess, new obsession, you could call it.
You really know what you're
or
doing
whatever.
in these suits.
Hold on. Alright, I needed to make sure I was actually unmuted. I didn't know if I was or not. But, yeah. Now, oh, hello viewer. Welcome to the stream. This is a game I have
complex, just like me. I'm very deep.
Alders, can you please not? Like I was saying, welcome to the stream, viewer. I know I have not yet played this game on the channel, but I've just been playing it a lot recently, just because, you know, why not? Because there's a lot of things that I've been doing since my hiatus and everything.
Suits firing on all engines. Make him Papa proud.
Yeah. Anyways, like I was saying. So yeah, I don't know why it's not showing the stream on my channel. It's just not. There we go. Alright. Sorry. I had to pull up the live chat or whatever so I could read it. But, yeah. I got a new, like, gaming chair thing. I guess. You guys can't, obviously, you can't see it, but I'm just saying. But yeah, here. Might as well. I haven't done this yet. I just unlocked whatever this is. But, yeah, I might as well play it and everything. Oh, and wait, no, that other viewer's probably me. Because I joined on my phone so I could look at chat. I am obviously going to be doing things on Christmas and all that, but I just figured that since it's Christmas, I might as well at least try to get something out.
Hey.
But as you can see, in this game, I'm not gonna reveal too much, but effectively this game is, I don't know why there's nothing, oh, because it's different. But in this game, it's a, what is those called again? Horde shooter, I think is what it is. Horde shooter, where you shoot a bunch of AI enemies, and you win by doing that, and usually some other objectives or something, but yeah. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different, you know, classes and everything. And like every game, you have your different types of exosuits, which is what they're called.
Sure,
you have your assault.
Sure, but,
oh my god, Lorenzo. You know what?
Too
Hold on.
attached.
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, so you have your assault, your tank, your support. Your support, obvious enough. It does heals, buffs, whatever. Tank, also obvious enough. Doesn't do the most damage, but is mostly used for defense, used to take the hits. Assault is your typical assault, it does as much damage as the team might need. Now, obviously, there are a bunch of different types of suits. Like, each suit has their own alternative version called the Alpha version. And, for those of you that have watched me in my Titanfall days, that might look or sound a bit familiar, because in my opinion, I'm pretty sure it's just Prime Titans. It's just the same as Prime Titans. Except, unlike, hold on. I have to message someone back. But like I was saying, except unlike Prime Titans, it actually does something. Like, the alpha versions versus the regular ones. The Prime Titans don't really do anything except give you a new execution, but in this game, the alpha versions of each suit are completely different. Not completely, they generally are the same, like, concept, sort of, but they have different, like, ways of using the abilities or something like that. I don't know. But, hold on. Oh, right. And with each of these suits, obviously, they have their own levels, and they have these things called modules, which are basically like their upgrades. And those upgrades themselves, you can upgrade so they're more useful, you know, so they take away some of the so they, like, lessen some of the downsides and make some of the upsides of the upgrade better. And that sort of thing. Alright, here's Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is the big robot that runs the war games. I don't know the lore of this game, and I'm gonna be honest, there's way too much shit to go back and look at. So I'm just gonna tell you, this is the big robot that runs the shit that we fight in. Oh, I forgot to change my class. You know what, I kinda wanna play Roblox anyways. But yeah, this is the big robot that runs the games we fight in. And these are all of your teammates, and yeah. Also, if someone switches to healer when no one else is healer, always say thanks. Just because not a lot of people want to play healer. I mean, I don't really either, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I don't really, you know. But anyways, like I was saying. So yeah, Leviathan is the big robot that runs the funny games where we fight. Yeah. And also, every single exosuit has the ability to use a rig. As you can see in the bottom right, the triangle ability is this weird, like, ray gun thing. Now, what that is I shoot on the ground, and it makes a little healing circle. Now, it does nothing to me right now because I'm full health, and I can only get overheal from healers, but, yeah. And each suit has their own, like, ultimate abilities. It's called their overdrive. That's the triangle plus circle. But you need to charge it up, obviously. This dude's just Reinhardt from Overwatch. He has a big shield. He can do this taunt to draw all of the dinosaurs to him. And also, if you get a module, it can, like, repair your shield durability faster than it normally would when you taunt. But as you can see at the top, or as you saw at the top, there's a bunch of little objective spaces. Now what you need to do is you just go to those spaces, as you can see right here, Dinosaur Call. Each of these objectives have a different thing you do. Dinosaur Call, you gotta kill a certain number of certain dinosaurs, and you go past it once you do. Pretty simple. Now, obviously, or not obviously, but this isn't the only type of mission you can have, but I'm pretty sure the first mission almost always has exclusively like the first part. There's two parts to each game of this, right? There's the first part, which is the part we're in, and it usually only has dinosaur calls and maybe something else. And then the second part usually sometimes has PvP. There's a whole lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to this, but yeah. Shield badges that are right at the front of the shield flying. That's what I really like about this game. It's like, when it comes to shields, they don't just do it like most other games where it's like, guess what? Bullets and shit don't go through it. But the funny thing is, literally everything can just walk through it. Like, watch this. Look at this. You cannot walk through it. It is a wall. No. Right. Five. Ow. And that little bar next to, like, near the middle of the screen, that's my shield durability, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the shield durability is also shown here, but as you can see, all of them, like, scratch at the shield, so they, like, push them back, and then dead. Drawing all the dinosaurs away, so my friends can get to the dinosaurs running away. Ow, I'm going to die soon. Witch doctor, please. Ow, 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 please, please. Now help me, please. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna run over to that dude because that's where everyone is at. And the taunt also works on big dinos too. Like, I don't think it works on the Triceratops, but I think it does work on every other dinosaur. Yeah. I don't know why everyone is dead or why everyone ran up assuming that all of the dinosaurs would just not attack them, but I don't know. Things always seem to go worse when I record stuff. Oh, hold on, fuck. Alright, I'm back, sorry. And as you can see at the top, we can see our enemies and what objectives they've completed. We don't want to let them complete their objectives first, which is because they will go to the next phase before we do and get a head start if we let them complete their objectives first. Which is why we just need to complete ours faster. We can't directly, stop them from completing their objectives. We can just complete ours faster. Ow, ow, ow. Look at me. Charge me! See, look, that was so fucking cool. That's why I like this game. Come here, boy. Come here. But as you saw there, like the shield, he just, when he rammed into it, it just stopped him. And I was like slowly, I don't know, man. Just little stuff like that, or not little stuff, but stuff like that where it's like, you have a shield and it has a lot of durability and it doesn't just act as like, oh, it hits that, it does the animation still, but you just don't take damage. Like, I want to see them physically get stopped by the shield. I don't know why, it's just something primal. I don't get it. Primal, like Exoprimal? Oh. Anyways. I haven't even said what the fucking lore this game is or whatever, but there really isn't a lot as far as I can tell. I mean, there's a lot, but there isn't a lot you need to know. Dinosaurs are coming out of vortexes because this AI is trying to simulate what it used to be like on this place. Some sort of incident happened in like 30 years ago or something where this island was invaded by dinosaurs who came out of random ass vortexes. Who knows why, but they just did. Everyone got slaughtered, and a malicious AI just decided to start existing because of course it did, and start sending a bunch of people in exosuits to go fight back down on Earth in 2040, which is when the shit happened, where the dinosaurs ran. It's so weird and convoluted, and has time travel, which always messes up the storylines. Like, I'd say just ask Scott, but Scott luckily has not gone into that yet. Yet is the key word. I guarantee you that at some point FNAF will incorporate, will incorporate fucking time travel. Punch, punch, punch. No. Here, I'll be able to show you my overdrive. You guys at the final garage in a minute because it's almost charged. Oh shit. There's obviously, like every game, there's a revive system. If you die, then you can get revived, but if it takes too long, then you have to respawn. When it comes to running in this game, it takes a certain amount of time before you reach max run speed, and then once you do, you go pretty fast and all that. But I don't really know. There's a whole lot to talk about in this game, and like most games, and it's hard to just... My brain does not like to stay on one topic because it likes to jump around. Why? Who knows why? Hello? I don't really think I should be doing this. I mean, okay. So, as you can see, this is just area defense. Hopefully, activated a Dominator. This is area defense. We need to stay in this point for a certain amount of time for it to charge up. Now, you may be wondering, why is there a red dinosaur? Now, let me explain to you while I use my overdrive. Enemy team can get these things called Dominators, where they can have one of their players control a dinosaur manually to go and fuck up the enemy team. Why? Because it's funny. It's for the funny. Also, the areas, the defense points have health, so you need to prevent them from getting damaged, or else you need to wait like 30 seconds for them to restart. Which in this game, 30 seconds can mean everything. Although we are an entire objective ahead of our team enemy. Like, look at that. Oh shit, that's not good. Bonk, bonk. And each dino has specific weak points, like the Trike has their back legs and their stomach as a weak point. Not their head, because it has a giant plate of armor. Who would have guessed? For these smaller dinosaurs, like the Patchy and everything that aren't giant, their weak spot, I think, is almost always their head. Oh, damn. I'm gonna get them. There you go. But, yeah. I like to think that I can make tutorials on games, but in all reality, most of the time I'm making them mid-game, which does not go over well because I can't focus properly. And I don't think I'm exactly the best at gaming in general, so I don't think gameplay would suffice. I don't know, man. Alright, you may wonder what this is. On each mission or whatever, there is... I don't remember what these are called, but I think they're called crafts or something like that. Where it's a randomly assigned thing that you can build during a mission. Like, just like a structure, right? Like a wall, or like a turret, or like a platform that's raised, something like that. And you need to get build chips to build them. As you can see, it's 1 out of 2 for me. And how do you get those build chips? I don't know, they just randomly spawn or something. Don't ask me, I don't know how to play this game clearly. There's the R Dominator. As you can see, he picks it up, right? And whenever he wants to, he chooses to activate it. And wrangles the dino. And then goes and fucks with the enemy team. The Dominators have like a time limit, and they also have health. They each have like, it's random whether or not your Dominator will be a Carnosaurus or like a Triceratops or whatever. It's random. But it's always going to be a big-ass dinosaur. But not every big-ass dinosaur is a Dominator. As you can see, this one's just a Carnosaurus. Stop. Look at me. Pay attention to me. You big bitch. We do not have any gluten-free bread. Please come back later. Also, the funny thing about the pterodon, whatever, isn't that, you know, obviously they fly and they swoop down to attack you, but the funniest thing about it is that their main attack that does damage is they just pick up chunks of concrete from the ground and hit it at you. Why? Because, like, right then. Why? Because what else are they supposed to do? Not another one. Not again. There's going to be a lot of things you see that you do not understand right now, and I'm going to be honest, I can't explain it. Stop it. Stop. Fuck off. Let's go. Whenever the enemy team finishes their objectives, you have 15 seconds to finish your objectives before the game ends, and it's an automatic loss if you don't. And seeing as how they're still stuck on that objective, I don't think they're going to be finishing it. Let's go.
Monkey jumping. Yeah.
Dance.
Oh yeah. Funky jumping.
I don't know why it's taking so long for like the leaderboard or whatever. There we go. But whenever the game ends, it shows this whole thing. It shows the whole menu, all of your teammates and everything. And then hello, game. And then it shows the MVP of the match, which can be on your team or it can be on the enemy team. And as you can see, the MVP was on our team, since they're in the middle. I got Guardian, most damage blocked, because I have a shield. Health regenerated, with Spread Shot, which is what their character has done to regenerate health. Total health regenerated in general. For the enemy team, Master Destroyer, damage dealt to large dinos, is the person on our team. But yeah. This game is very fucking complicated. So you know what? Okay, good. I didn't get... Okay. As you can see, let's look at the analysis map, right? This is where you see the lore. This is where all the little pieces, like videos and paper and like logs and all that, are. Why is it starting a cutscene? Fuck. Why? What are you doing? Game. Game. The fuck?
All hooked up. We can jump the carrier back to...
I was just skipping that. Oh, don't tell me there's another one. Do not tell me. I literally just got onto here to show people how many lore videos and stuff there are, and you're gonna hit me with 2 of those cutscenes. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, can I please? Can I show them? Thank you. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, was this. So there are there are 68 lost data things, which can be anything from like which can be like, usually are like an image, and people talk about like, what does this mean, or like, what does that mean, or generally just the people talking, like the people on your like ship or whatever that crashed on this island are like, how is this, what is that, how can we get out of here, blah blah blah. And then there's video logs, which is effectively the same thing, but it's with videos instead of actual, like, instead of like pictures, it's videos. I think that's the only difference. I can't tell. And then mysteries, these are like your bigger things, right, that you need to solve, like what happened when, like what is this island, whatever. There's about 18 of these. And you can see on here, all these green things are the mysteries of the island. There's 19 of them. And then there are the categories, which are categories. No duh. But how you unlock these, like how you get these, I don't know how. I think you need to find some way to like solve these or something like that. Right, I think you need to do something like I think what I unlocked here when I finished the game, the Savage Gauntlet, I think I need to play that to be able to unlock more of the lore and shit, but I'll do that later.
Is my beard getting longer?
But I'm gonna real quick go through all of these and like show you guys what each of them does or whatever. Not show, but just say. This is your reward thing. It's basically your battle pass thing for every single character. The higher level you get, the more stuff you get. So like, you start off with just getting an emblem, you get some money, and then one of your modules, which go here. More money, another module, which there are different types of modules. There are the red ones, the blue ones, and the yellow ones. The red ones usually pertain to something about damage, you know, like something about either your main damage abilities or maybe even sometimes just your regular weapon. These usually pertain to a certain ability. A certain ability, like maybe like for example, this dude, maybe his grenade, right? His rifle grenade. It usually pertains to a certain ability and making it better in some way or another. And then these always pertain to your dodge, which every character has a dodge. Each character's dodge is different. Like, for example, this dude's dodge is just a dodge, right? But let's say we go over to Witch Doctor, which is one of the healers. Their dodge isn't just a dodge, it is called the leap, because they jump forward high in the sky, and all that. But anyways, Deadeye, your run-of-the-mill, assault rifle toting, everyman. Each exosuit has a rig. The first rig is cannon. It's a laser. You charge it up for a few seconds, it goes wow, and it does a good amount of damage. It's supposed to be just for single targets, but with how fucking large its AoE is, like, with how large the shot itself is, it's like the size of a small, it's like the size of a Mini Cooper, I think is what they're called, whatever. With how large the area of effect is around the shot, you can just use it as a crowd control tool as well. Aid. Wait. Hold on. The hell? Hello? What in the world? Hold on. Alright. It's working, sorry. I don't know why it says that sometimes. It just randomly goes, your internet is not sufficient for and then it still is fine. But anyways, so it fires a small energy projectile that produces a small repair field. It just fires something on the ground wherever you aim it, and if you stand in it, it heals you. It heals you kind of slowly, and it's only like one person size. Technically, like, multiple people can fit in it, but it's kind of weird to try to do that. Catapult boost jump determines direction. It's just like an extra dash, effectively. I'm pretty sure it's good for mobility, but I'm pretty sure most of the other ones have better things. Just in general, I don't know, it's personal preference. Shield deploys a shield that defends against attacks. So this is actually really good because the shield only deploys for about, I want to say 6 seconds, something like that. And it has 1,200 health, something like that. It has a good amount of health, though. It's a pretty good amount of health. And the main thing you're probably going to use this for, or the main person you're probably going to want to use this for, is on Zephyr. Because Zephyr is just the Genji of this game. He is melee-based, he is very short-ranged, and you have to run in and do melee and stuff like that, and you're very squishy, but have the potential to do a lot of damage. That sort of thing. Continuing onward. Oh, I guess I'll just do this. The rigs are the same across every exosuit. It's a universal thing. Blade, an electromagnetic shuriken that paralyzes enemies on contact. It's self-explanatory. You throw out the funny shuriken, blade, boomerang, the fidget spinner, and it spins around in like an arc in front of you, and whatever dinosaurs it touches will paralyze it and do a bit of damage. That's about it. In my opinion, this is not bad. It does a good amount of damage as far as I've seen. It's pretty effective, but I think it's mostly for good use on healers, because with cannon, most characters have a ranged, just generally have a ranged option, either they have an option to do something with range, like to shoot something with range, or their weapon is just straight up a ranged weapon, something like that, which is why cannon is usually only useful on the melee-based classes, or the ones that don't have that much range. Aid is usually only good on, or is usually, in my opinion, should be used on tanks, just so you can have some better upkeep, just in case your healer isn't around, so that you can more easily tank damage without having to worry about having to be healed constantly. Also could be used on, also could be used on assault classes, because assault classes don't have very much health, but it's also good to not have to rely on a healer as much. Not that you shouldn't always have healers, but it's just good to not have to rely on them as much. Especially when you're someone like Deadeye or whatever, or Zephyr maybe, but Zephyr needs shield because he's way squishier, I think, than the other ones. Or Barrage, or whoever you're gonna play as. It's better to be a little more self-sufficient. Just because you're the main damage maker, you don't want to have to rely on healers as much so that you can do your one job. Although that doesn't mean that's the only thing you can do. Whatever. Next is Drill Fist. Powerful drill attack that can be charged up before being unleashed. As far as I have seen, I have not seen like a singular person use this because I've heard it's ass. And since it is melee, it's probably not super good because you need to be within melee range. Maybe could be used on like Roadblock because as you saw in the last game, Roadblock just punches people and that's his thing. Because Roadblock has enough health to be able to take a hit and be able to not immediately die when he goes to use this because he's vulnerable. But yeah, I don't know. Drone. An explosive drone that blinds dinosaurs and disables the use of enemy exosuit abilities. Sometimes in missions, there'll be PvP. That's it, which is why disabling their abilities is good, and blinding dinosaurs is most likely. It's just going to stun them, I think, or just make their attacks wild and less likely to hit you. And also it explodes. Never seen this used. Don't know why. Could be bad. Could be good. But in my opinion, even if it is good, it's still not probably as good as some of these. Edge Strike. Teleports you to a launch blade's position for a strike. Okay, so the weird thing about this is this. What happens, it's kind of weird. It explains it, but it's kind of not really. So, you aim this blade, right? And when you throw it, it embeds itself into something. Something about that. Something like that. Right? That itself does not do damage. But once you use it, once you use a teleport, I believe, it does about like 500, 600 damage, which is a good amount of damage. But also you need to make sure the blade hits the other end of the enemy, and you need to make sure it's in between you and the blade is on the other side of the enemy, and you're on that opposite side of the enemy. So you need to make sure that the enemy is in between you and the blade for it to work. Which I think it's a pretty thin margin. I don't know. Pretty thin, like... I don't know. But it's... One of the people that... Or the person that I play this with uses this on Murasama, which is the melee... Which is one of the 2 melee-based tanks. And they say it's pretty good, so... But yeah, goodness, how long has this stream been already? Let me check.
Take care of the suit, she'll take care of you.
So it's been 30 minutes about, alright. Yeah. Let's see. Seeing as how I played as tank, and seeing as how assault is pretty self-explanatory, you do damage, I'm gonna play support. I'm gonna play as Witch Doctor, which is the most common support, I feel like, because it's the most straightforward, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. You can set any of these exosuits as your favorites, so that whenever you load into a match or a lobby, you immediately load in as that
your
one.
own personal suit one day.
Yes, I get it, Lorenzo. As you can see, you can select whether or not you want the final mission to feature direct combat with the enemy team, or whether or not you want them to not feature direct combat with the enemy team. But choosing random, it gives you a 1.2 XP bonus, and honestly, I'll take what I can get. I'm gonna be honest. So when it comes to the modules with these guys, right? The first and second modules are almost always useful. Like, for example, on Zephyr, right? Especially on Zephyr, melee enhancer is almost required. It increases the base damage of his main weapons, the tonfas, by 60%. It increases their attack speed, but it doesn't have energy waves, which energy waves is weird, and I'm not going to explain it because it'd just be confusing. But basically, no, there's effectively no downsides. That is very useful because it increases it by 60%, and 60% is a lot. Or for example, this, right? Sky High, effectively, it's like an uppercut, and and Skyfall allows you to do an extra attack. What happens is, when you uppercut, all the dinosaurs around you go into the air. And then you can do an extra attack out of that, like, as it says here, it knocks them back. And whatever dinosaurs those knockback dinosaurs hit, it deals damage to them. And upgrading it upgrades the base attack damage of that extra attack. And it's pretty good because it just sends them at Mach 10 towards the ground. Or, like, kind of towards the ground, like, at an angle, so that it's kind of in front of you. But yeah. I'm pretty sure that each suit or whatever has their own special way of, like, jumping or, like, way of just generally moving. Like, for Roadblock, right? Roadblock doesn't really have anything special. He doesn't have a double jump, he doesn't have thrusters or whatever. That's because he has a shield, and that shield is good. But with Krieger, which is the dude with the big minigun, he has thrusters, where he like, most of his forward momentum is gone whenever you use them, but you can thrust slightly higher into the air by holding down the jump button after you jump. So yeah, but it only happens for like 2 seconds. And then for Murasame, or Murasame, whatever, you just jump higher. You just jump pretty high compared to tanks. So that's your thing. But here, let me just show you guys, right? With Witch Doctor, when they jump pretty high because they're a support and whatever, they're floaty. But when you click jump again, glider. Self-explanatory, it glides. It helps you escape, it does all that. And as you can see, it's escape option. Leap, and you can do an extra jump out of it. And it's your escape option. And you can see the little shuriken on my back. It's disposable. It doesn't come back to you like you saw there, but it paralyzes. It's pretty good. Now with Witch Doctor, their gun, you could say, their weapon, I guess, their taser, their ball taser, it tases. It has energy, as you can see there, and you can either wait for the energy to come back, or you can use the feed ability. What the feed ability does is it launches your face out, and either you can launch it at your friends, and I'm not going to do it now because it'd be a waste. You can launch it at your friends to heal them up and I think give them a temporary attack boost, or you can launch it at enemies, which does damage, I think, and it gives you your energy back. As you can see, this does not do a whole lot of damage. That was not me. This doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does paralyze. My energy. And as you can see, healing field, it puts it on a field where you heal, where you get healed if you're inside of it. And something I do like about this game is if you use healing field, let's say you use it twice in one area, it heals twice as fast. It stacks. Paralysis shuriken. Because fuck you. Get paralyzed, bitch. Paralysis. Now, as you saw, it doesn't really work super well against big dinos, but it works really well against crowds. Zap, zap, motherfucker. As you saw right there before he died, he went purple, which means they're paralysis. I don't know what it's called, but they're in the state of paralysis. Which means they just kind of sit there for a few seconds and they can't really move. And it prevents them from attacking you. Ball taser, go! Wait, no. I cast testicular torsion. I didn't know it bounced. It bounces apparently. The funny shuriken bounces. Skeletor. No, no, you do not. You do not eat rocks at us. No. No. Zap, zap, bitch. As you can see, he is paralysis because he's going. Oh! The reason I believe that Shuriken is the best rig for support is because, one, it allows for a little extra offense because most supports don't do super large amounts of damage. And also, it allows for you to get away a little easier than most of the time. Like, sure, you have your escape ability, but you can't always rely on that because sometimes it'll be spent already, and sometimes it'll just follow you and kill you anyway. And this is a good way to deter big groups of dinos from attacking you if you have already used your weapon and you can't see anything. Whatever. It's just good. But also, hello to the person that said Bloody Sniper. I believe I met you in my chat before. I believe you've been in my chat before. Don't mind me just casting testicular torsion on this Carnotaurus, whatever. Uh-oh. He mad. Yeah, you were in some of my Titanfall 2. Yeah, sorry about the Titanfall 2 stuff. I know I haven't really been streaming it, but that's, like I've said before, there's not much left to do. And you could gladly leave suggestions or whatever in comments of what I could do. But right now I'm just kind of grinding on Titanfall. And figured that since it's Christmas, I might as well see if I can, you know, stream. I just haven't had the feeling that I wanted to stream recently, you know. Haven't felt the whatever, I still don't remember the word. How far out does that thing go? Zap, zap. Roadblock's overdrive, if I didn't explain it earlier, is he turns into a tornado. That's it. And if he wants to, during his overdrive, he can use the rest of his, like, meter or whatever to send out a tornado instead of being a tornado. What that would do, well, that version of the tornado that isn't just him is faster, and also I believe it lasts for longer if you use the tornado right before your overdrive is about to stop, because then you'll have another tornado going for an extra few seconds than it would if you just didn't. But this one's, the Witch Doctor, which is a support, as you know, his, or her, whatever, ability, their overdrive, is just called Antipode Burst, I believe, where they just do a big burst of healing and overhealing and stuff like that, and it's used as like a last resort, I guess? I don't know. Oh, these little fuckers. Basically, they attach to you, and if too many get on you, you're, like, limited in what you can do, like what escape options you can use, what abilities you can use, until someone else shoots you and gets them off. Zap, zap, zap. Oh. Oh, that's gonna be a big boy. Uh-oh. That's a strike. Stop it. Stop existing. Ah! Oh, no, please! No, not like this! Oh, I'm getting revived. Good. Oh, someone's calling in an airstrike on the Triceratops. Oh, shit. Mary Poppins. Also, welcome to the stream, new viewer. Didn't mention it earlier. This game is my new obsession. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was that dude, the barrage. He's all about explosions. I'm pretty sure the shuriken doesn't explode. For a minute, I'm like, I swear that every time I've used it, it does a massive explosion at the end. But I'm like, no. And I was right. I was incorrect. Why does this matter? It doesn't. Give me your... Give me... I'm going to harvest your energy. I am Mark Zuckerberg. I feed off the energy of teenagers to keep myself young. Oh no, they're on their final mission and we're not. Nice, alright, we're moving on. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it, where is it? Follow the nav line. Where's the nav line at? Oh, there it is. Alright, final mission. Final mission. Turned himself. Why did you use your overdrive? No one had even spawned yet. What the hell? Tacky, 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 tacky. Where's the tacky at? Oh, there it is. Kill the packet. Nice, skip. Alright. You do not have very long. And we're done for. You have to kill a trike and Tarno. And that's it. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. We're gonna die. And this stupid cutscene that's about to play plays every single time you lose. This cutscene, on no matter what rig, no matter what you use, no matter what you do, every time you lose, this stupid cutscene plays. You cannot skip it. You have to watch this. But also, welcome to the stream once again, new viewer. I swear if that's our team's barrage that just wasted their overdrive for no reason. Okay, I was gonna say. Mike got disconnected. Primary care. I got the funny. You can't see it because it's being blocked, but it doesn't matter. I got XP and money. 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 Loot box, which is they call it war chests, but they're loot boxes. Awards. Perfect cooperation. Okay, cool. War chest. Alright, let's see, what do we get in the funny loot box? Hello? Can you load first? Alright, I'll just click to open it then. Alright, we're holding out on this one. What is this one? What is this one? Nice. I'll take that. Also, new weapon skin. New weapon skin for the person I was just using. Sure. Oh, cool. Fashionable yet deadly. That's an achievement, I guess. Cool. Wait. Have I unlocked any new rigs? I don't believe so. Or any new modules? I don't believe so. No, I have not. Well, shit. When's the next upgrade on this? This one, that's level 6, so that one's significantly closer, and this one I'm not going to use. So, level 6, one level. How long has this stream been going for? 52 minutes? Alright, listen, I'm going to stop this stream, and I'm probably going to move it to a different game, and I guarantee that I'm going to probably lose all of the 2 viewers. Oh, wait, no, I think one of the viewers is me, one of the viewers is Sniper, so I'm just gonna say, Sniper, I'm gonna stop the stream, I'll be right back, and I'm probably gonna pick a new game, alright? Thank you all for watching, thank you all for the people who watch the VODs, and to the people that join the streams. I'm gonna go take a real quick break, go do a new game. Hope you all have had a good day. I'll be right back.